Not far from the top of Palude, you find a glade, basking in the moonlight. It's close to the drop, opening to the forests around you. You feel you can find some healing herbs here.
Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Black Book. Let's dive right in, shall we? This is right after the mermaid fight. The reason we're here is because where I saved, this is one thing I will say dislike about the game, is that it's saved at the beginning of a new area, so we'd have to fight the mermaid again, which is always frustrating. So let's proceed, shall we?
I barely remember what happened before the forest grandpa took me. Where did we live, Vasilisa?
Oh, you're from Bakcha, Petka.
You'll remember in time. I've seen it once before. A hunter was led astray by a shurale.
Aleshi.
But that one didn't completely come to his senses. This one is still young. He will.
That's all right, Petka. We'll make you better. You'll remember.
I want to go home, Vasha. To my mother.
Right here. Let's grab these herbs. More cuckoo's tears. More cuckoo's tears, fantastic.
Your thoughts return to the day of the wedding, when you were searching for herbs. You recollect the stories old Yegor used to tell you of Khaldoons who lost a duel. You never thought it could happen to you.
Noah's versus Noah's. Both Uncle Mark Mekir and Uncle Nikita were sitting there, beads of sweat on their foreheads, eyes bloodshot. All of a sudden, Nikita goes limp like an empty sack. Oh, the things Markar did to him. He bound him to the tub with words, not with rope, and made him eat pig slop. Then he made him wash with stove soot. Nikita started begging him to stop, and Markar tells him, "You get what you deserve. Now go on, but don't wash your mug until the morning." Then he says to me, "So you saw all that, did you, Igor? Well, forget what you've seen and I don't tell anybody." I believe we've read the one about don't eat at Leshy's house. Yeah. Yeah, we've read the one about the Leshy's house. Right, okay. Adam's head. Adam's head. Good, because we were getting a bit low on herbs, if I recall. Yeah, not many herbs. More cuckoo's tears, fantastic. Leave the location. Go ahead.
Are you ready to take on the Leshy?
I say ready.
Well, we didn't came all this way for nothing.
I don't think so. You're not ready. They ruined your wedding, and you let him sleep near the foot of the mountain. Why would this be any different? We cannot let him escape. I know what we should do. The Leshy draws his power from the forest. Palude forest is strong, and the Leshy is strong also. We need to set the trees on fire. We will light one here, near the tops. Then Shurale will grow weak. Alaberga, you won't escape. Well, what do you think?
Setting fire to the entire forest seems daft, if you ask me.
This plan you've thought up is a sin. This forest feeds you.
All right, you do as you like.
Man definitely, like, the grudge the man has against Deleshi basically means that we can't really trust his judgment. Ooh, more Cuckoo's Tears.
Vas, I'm scared. When are we going back?
Soon. We can't leave our friends, can we?
No, I don't think so. The wind is cold here. I don't want them to get cold.
Let's go Jen. Judern is somewhere there. I can't make it out from here. Leave location.
The trail leads to the very top. The iron smell doesn't bode well. You start to speed up, but notice a werewolf ahead of you and stop. His grinning face is missing a fang, and his eyes have almost no traces of humanity left. The werewolf closes the distance. It looks at you sullenly, measuring your power.
It will be difficult for me to reach the human inside. How do I address him?
Right. It's not Petka. We saved we haven't saved Nikolai yet. Missing the tooth. Is it the accordion player? Because I'm pretty sure the accordion player is missing a tooth.
Fetka, don't you remember me?
The werewolf's steps slow down. You see the hesitation in its eyes. You seem to be on the right track.
What should I remind him of so he would want to crawl out of the wolf hide? What did he like doing in life?
Music.
Stop pretending to be a beast, Fyodor. You're a musician. How will you hold your accordion with wolf paws?
Your words make the werewolf jump, as if you splashed him with boiling water. Then it shakes its head and moves towards you.
You, Fetka, will die as a wolf. Each day you'll lose more and more. Your accordion is already gone. And it's not the only thing gone. Come with me. I'll help you get it all back. What has Fetka lost? And I will be able to get it back to him.
Humanity.
Don't be silly, Fetka. I know you want to be human again. Come here. Everything will be alright. You'll see.
The werewolf approaches you warily and quietly waits for the ritual to be over. Before your eyes, the wild beast turns back into the accordion player Fetka.
Oh my lord. What's going on? Where am I?
The wedding was cursed. The groom and some other people were transformed. All will be well soon.
The wedding? Nikolai's? Oh, I must have drunk too much at the wedding feast the other evening.
What's the last thing you remember?
We were talking in the wagon.
Well, at least you still have your memory. Ah, you haven't eaten any wolf food. I made it in time.
Lord, help me. Where are we? Did I hit my head or something?
Wait, Fyodor. We'll talk later. Look after him while I take care of some other business. Don't follow me. It's dangerous out here.
Alright. I don't understand any of this.
I'll explain later.
Near the peak, you see the inky black mouth of a cave, standing in contrast to the ruthless wildfire around it. Ayrat is waiting for you by the entrance, looking thoughtfully into the darkness.
Surely won't get away from us. He'll have to answer for the wedding, as well as for my falcon, as well as for my family.
Are you insane? You're burning the same forest that feeds you.
Feeds me? Feeds me, you say? So what of it? What of my life? What of someone else's life? When he drags everyone who gets close to it into the abyss, I won't serve as cattle to be fattened up for the butcher. Look into the ravine. Do you see the darkness? Let all you priests go there with the candles. They won't make it go away. Do you think we can bargain with it? It won't make a sound. It's wild as a night, as the northern wind. What are we to it? Undergrowth, rot. You can't bargain with it. but you can't take vengeance upon it.
Ayrat.
No! Would your wedding be cursed without this demon? Would your friends become wolves? I think not. It wanted it. It got it. And now, it's feeding on their souls and laughing at us.
Ayrat takes a step forward and disappears into the dark opening of the cave. You try to catch up to the hunter, but he escapes you as if in a dream. The fiery darkness smells of blood and burning wood. In the deep of the cave, you find the wolf shepherd and a werewolf in a ragged soldier's coat. Beside them is a pack of wolves, Ayrat's body by their feet.
What's wrong with Ayrat?
He didn't leave my pack any choice.
Ayrat told me you killed his wife. And now you killed him?
Killed his wife? He thought so. But it's not true. You know yourself that I'm not a noble spirit. I remember what happened. The fiery short is to blame for that death. I know who's to blame. Though I think you're not ready to learn it.
I'm ready.
You know yourself who sends shorts. And that short smelled of your sorcery.
But I wasn't a witch then.
Yes, you were too young. But your shorts were owned by another Khaldun.
It can't be.
Oh dear. Our grandfather.
Who are you?
I think you know. You mention me in your Zagavers quite often.
Wolf Shepherd. I need to break the wolf seal.
I know, this is your choice. A hard and a difficult one. Nikolai will break the seal.
I came for the soldier.
You want to take him, but he will be better with me, safer.
Among wolves?
His soul will be safe. He can always fall from grace among men. But be it as you wish. You didn't walk all this way in vain. Take Nikolai, but I have to go.
The wolf shepherd disappears in the acrid smoke of fire in front of your eyes. You quickly perform a ritual for Nikolai. Nikolai opens his eyes, and before you can say anything, the black book flies out of your hands. One more seal is broken. The seal breaks with a flash and clash of force. You look around. It seems as if the fire has combined with ancient sorcery to begin to destroy this cave.
Hold on! The cart's about to turn over! Vasilisa! What? Fire?
Jesus Christ, you remember! So you haven't eaten anything! That's at least one good piece of news.
I think wife and I, we were on our way to get married with a guest.
That's right. We were cursed. I couldn't protect you.
Cursed? How? Where are we?
The procession has turned to wolves, Kolya. I think the cave is about to collapse. I'll explain everything later. We need to get out of here.
Where's he going? That's not good. How less he walks in the forest. That's how less he walks the forest.
Nikolai! Hey! Is there anybody there? Proshka? This fog is so cold. I need to get out. I think Cherden is to the west. Right. But where is west? Maybe if I can come to a glade, I will be able to tell.
Okay, first things first, let's check our demons. Okay. Got those guys back up. The problem is I'm going to have to rebuild my book. Because we haven't got any companions. New wolf seal, what do we have? Forever curse, that's weakness. Equal damage last turn. Okay. We don't have a companion. So damage mitigation is going to be problematic. We'll have to find ways of basically nullifying their ability to hit us. And we're acquiring sin, unfortunately. Not a lot we can do about it. Besides find missions to send these guys on. It takes time. Right. So, first things first, we need to rebuild the book. So let's strip everything out. No point having the companion card either. Right. Let's think about this. Without a companion, stuff like defense cards won't be as good. They'll be okay, but they won't be great. First things you probably want to do is you probably want to have waste, because that's a good combination. We have a lot of things that play into waste. With that, we can get rid of the companion card. Okay. The thing is, it depends what we want to do. Weakness is good to have. And having the double curse card is good. Because if we're playing weakness and waste, it's quite powerful. That'll help us drop some of their strength. This is a nice one because if we take damage, we can basically return it to people. Okay. Can't have any. You can only have any one of 4 cards in the deck, so we can't get any one of those. Damage on gaining armor is always useful. I have to be careful of how many keys I take. Equal to curse is nice. That one's good, depending on how much damage we take per turn. Burning blood is always good. Refresh allies ability not needed. Regenerate is nice to have. Now we've got that out of the way. Removing negatives is always very useful. But removing status but negative, that's always useful. Those ones remove negatives on our active friends, we don't need that. Having those is good. If we're having that, we'll grab one of these because, actually, to be honest, this gets better and better every time you play it. Take a couple of those instead. Now the problem with this is we have no attack spells. Well, we have a couple, but most of them are on curse and stuff like that. We don't actually have any physical attack spells. Not a lot, anyway. I only like keeping the gestures, but the thing is that as it stands right now, I'd rather have these ones to put out a bit more oomph for our attack. Problem is we don't have anything that's giving us bless anymore. What can we drop to get bless instead? Doubling the curse is useful. Actually, without... well, that's good for the armor. Burning blood. We'll go with what we have now, and if it gets any different, we can always change. Okay. That would get us also more key cards to play in a turn. Double curse is useful. That's not so bad, but every time we lose health, it's only one, so it's not as good. We can use this once, but it means that we can get Burning Blood out like straight away. Okay. Thing with deck build, isn't it? Always never enough time to choose. I mean, we could also do something like for enemies that had curse, we could have that, which gives us like for every enemy with status curse. Actually, to be honest, that's not so bad. Well-versed isn't bad, increases it by 1 for every other page of the same colour in the Zagava. But I'd rather just have 2 of those. Because yeah, I guess that's 8 only. It doesn't get us as much, but if we're happy with that curse, it gives us more total. And there's that one. Right, okay. There we go. Don't have a ton of stuff, but we've got to try it to our best and see what happens. The reason I'm moving away from armor is that we don't have a companion, so we have no way of buffing that. Alright, set off. Right. Just be careful in this fog, we don't want to fall into a ravine by accident. Let's try this way.
Suddenly, you hear strange sounds. You stop in time to keep from falling off a precipice whose bottom is lost in the fog. When you turn around, the forest spirits attack you from the mist.
Okay. So what have we got? Mossy and just a standard claw attack. Okay. So first things first. Well versed, well versed. Weakness. Okay. Weakness him. That would do 24, which will kill him off. Problem is, if we bring out any other coloured card, it's not going to be as good to kill him. Let's do that, though. And we haven't got a ton of health, so I will pop a single use of the heal herb. Weakness will reduce the damage we take. There we go. 22 damage we're going to be taking. Not great, but we can get back from it. It's got vampirism. Okay, yeah. Increases health every time we lose health. That's not great. But we can basically do this. That should kill it. Okay, actually it will kill it. I'm really tempted to actually not bother with the armor and just go straight in for heals. Because that will kill it. Yeah, that will kill it. I need to heal actually. This will heal us, we'll kill it. Before we could heal, unfortunately. And page in the Zagava swipe. Removes pages from the book till the end of the battle. Affects all pages in the Zagava swipe. Okay. So is that what the new book is going to be like? I don't think we had any swipe. Oh, we had swipes starting to come in. Okay. So they're powerful, but they're one shot. Okay. Have to keep an eye on our health. Tree in the fog. I thought I saw clearing up here, but no, it's just trees again.
The slippery fog envelops you with the chill of autumn. Its clouds billow in mesmerizing patterns. Strange shadows and figures now and then appear in the colorless smoke.
Walk around, I don't want to get into unnecessary fights.
The phantoms stay in the dark. You start to shiver.
Oh, great. So we're losing health as is. Okay. Murky figures... Foggy forest. Let's try foggy forest.
A tall figure sticks out from behind the trees. It's difficult to determine who this is. You feel uneasy from the creature's odd movements. Perhaps it is worth asking it the way. The figure disappears. Ghostly claps reverberate in the foggy forest.
Okay. Murky figures.
Ghostly silhouettes arise from the haze. First, an old galbetz, then a crooked cross made out of mossy branches. You carefully walk along the rotting fence and shiver against your will. In a haze, a flock of black birds sweeps through, breaking the silence. A heartbeat, and you are alone again. Another forest lies ahead of you.
Forest conduct. If a man follows all the rules of the forest conduct, unless he may help him. If the rules are broken, however, the master of the forest may punish him by leading him into a thicket or stealing away the road. God forbid anyone should enter his isba. Children cursed with the mother curses live there, those who are told lest he take you at an inappropriate time. It is also a place for women lost in the forest who have no one to search for them. They become the children and brides of the master of the forest. When searching for those lost in the forest, peasants used to hang red ribbons on trees. It was done so that lost men could find the road and the evil spirit stole away. People used to leave a small bottle of vodka and some bread on a tree stump as an offering to the lessee. Okay. How far off are we from our next level? Not far off, to be honest. And I am very tempted to try and farm some experience. So, that's probably the exit. Because you can see red ribbons, and we just read it in the text that red ribbons lead the way out. Someone's moved behind the branches. Silhouette in the dark. Dark woods. Let's try this way.
The forest here is truly impassable. You fall, tumbling into an old pit, not seeing it in the milky haze.
Yeah, and that's not good. We're losing health. I mean, I got us some herbs. To buff our health up. Strength and curse is actually more useful to me now. We don't have an ally with us. Just realised. Okay. Silhouette in the dark. Let's go.
The branches grab your dress. You realize that you've fallen into a demonic trap.
Okay, to trees. Spikes. Alright. Let's get that up. Put regeneration on. Waste on you. Weakness on you. And we'll just try mitigating damage. So if we hit him, we take tons of damage. Okay. Yeah, they're arming up with spikes. So what we want to do is basically just remove their ability to do us damage. Start buffing that, and we'll basically play this card to get more cards next turn. If we buff them enough, they won't be able to attack us, and we can heal. Yeah, see, they're coming out with attack of 1. Let's double the curse on him. Apply more weakness. We've got a ton of key cards we can play now. So let's ward up. Let's heal up. Take a single hit, that's fine. If we can get the bad blood trait, which will give waste for when things hit us, like now, that would be fantastic. They're going to heal themselves up. Yeah, not going to happen. Because we're going to throw waste on you twice. We will also throw down this to give us some armor. Right. We'll heal, but not a ton. I haven't healed the other one. That's fine. This combination isn't really... Yeah, this combination isn't really about... Sorry, this combination isn't really about being quick, it's about basically nullifying the ability for the enemies to hit us back. So, they're going to punt us for a little bit, it's fine, we can block it. Actually, to be honest, do we even need to block it? It's 1 damage. That will kill that one. I haven't got anything that can bring that out. Throw more weakness on that. Let's go. Yeah, it's going to heal itself. I'm not happy with that. 13 with the armor up. Do you want to use a muster on this thing? Problem is it's healing itself, and I need to actually, yeah, I'm going to have to break through its armor. So I don't want to take any damage. Remove positive from it. It's got a ton of curse on it already. So let's go. Okay, what do we want? Well-versed prey, not bad. Equal to the lost previous turn. Yeah, let's go with that one. More experience. Bronzes, let's go.
You wander among the fir trees, standing silent in the fog. They all seem to be equally hostile. They weave unseen zagavers with the whispering of their branches and drag you deeper into the abyss of the forest depths. You look back. You feel someone is watching you.
Old furs. Looks like someone tied red ribbons, so let's go this way.
On one of the trees, you spot a red ribbon and head over to it. It's weathered with time and eaten by worms. The moment you touch it, it falls apart. However, beyond it, you see another ribbon and yet another one behind it. It looks like they show you the way.
If you swear in a forest, Alessi might get angry with you and lead you astray. You'll wander around until you apologise. One clever lad from our village, as soon as he realised Alessi was leading him in circles, took off his clothes and put them on inside out. Soon after, he found his way back to the village. He could have also swapped out his shoes, but it's better not to speak in foul language in the first place, as Alessi strongly disapprove of it. Okay. Fog, strange tree, broken fir. My lord, it's a huge fir broken by a storm. I can see the branches from here. The tree seems to almost be alive. I feel like I should go into the fog. At this point, I think we're almost out. I'm just trying to get...
This giant pine trunk, felled by a lightning strike, is rotting among his luckier brothers. Somewhere in the fog, an owl cries. You raise your head, glancing at the sound among the branches, then look down again, and fail to recognize the trees. It seems the forest around you has changed.
Okay. Do you want to take another fight? I need to get experience, that's the thing.
Someone is watching you, and you can feel it. You think you saw a vague figure, red eyes light up in the fog.
Let's do we'll do the fight. Okay, it's just a couple of these guys. That's fine. So, weakness on that one to make it attack like a pet and less painful. We'll do style, waste. The fact I have to kill it with one of my debunking cards is annoying, but that's just how it is. Suddenly realised I didn't have to do that. Oh no, actually I did. Still going to hit us for a good chunk of damage. We're going to have to heal next turn. Yeah, well that one's going to heal anyway, so... Get that up. And we'll throw more waste down on it. An extra weakness. No, I just had to get some healing going on. Didn't I have cards in my deck for healing? Status removal, regeneration, yeah. Okay, not tons though. I should probably get regeneration going. And that will help me get some health back. We'll get Burning Blood up. And I want to try and heal a little bit. Some more waste. That shouldn't kill it, but it should put us within our goal of getting basically near to killing it. A little bit of damage. And the poison will take care of it next turn. Okay. Eternal immunity from waste, that's not bad. Means if we have to have something to get rid of waste, that's always good. Swap or swipe, articulate, uses up, but we get two turns with distant orders. Well-versed piety. That buffs with white cards. Immunity from waste is nice. It does an XP, and we can go through the fog.
The gloomy forest parts before the foggy glade. The opening continues to the left and to the right. You stop and think about where you should go next. Your gaze falls on the forest's edge, and your skin crawls. The dark figure of the Leshy rises above one of the paths.
If I remember, one of the bits of lore we picked up basically said don't follow the Leshy, because he basically can trick you. So let's grab these herbs. So let's go the other way.
You decide to walk around the demons. You try to walk away from the Leshy, but the road evades you. It's all forest again. The tree branches, unseen in the fog, jump out of the haze and injure you. In the misty silence, you can only hear methodical clapping. For some reason, with each clap, you become more and more frightened. You take a sharp breath in and recollect old Yegor's lessons.
I can't keep wandering here any longer. I can stay here forever. I need to calm down and think. What can I do to find the way?
Take your clothes inside out. Or turn your clothes inside out.
Right. There's one way. I should shake my clothes and put them on inside out. Then the demons will stop confusing me.
You undress. The fog envelops you with penetrating cold. You quickly shake your clothes and turn them inside out, then dress and look up. The demons are gone. Only some faint clapping can be heard. The fog gradually recedes, and in the distance, you see a village in the middle of the forest. It's surrounded by firs and pines. However, it looks like this inhospitable place is home to people. You can see light in several windows, and smoke coming from the chimneys. Ahead, on the old stump, you see a pair of strange boots with a blue shimmer.
Let's take them.
You take the unusual footwear
Resistance
and
to
approach the
status
people.
waste. That's interesting. What does that do? Immunity to waste. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That's not so important for us now. Being ability to be resistant to waste is nice. To the village. And I think this is a good place to stop for the day, folks.
You reach the village. It seems that the forest's humming darkness recedes here, though the pine trees stand close to the houses. Life here runs its course despite many houses standing abandoned. You notice the hunter outside and call out to him.
Yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. I've been Cornish-knight. This has been the Black Book. Another seal has been opened and we're close to our goal, and I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye, folks.